lo ijai mor akrone kamana rakeda seo na oserere and ikota jenu nube inyobo. What does this election mean to the people of Teso, people of Serere and Uganda at large? Now I want to kickstart with Mr. Mark Ochen. You work for the NRM government, and for long the NRM government has been in power. Now we have congratulations first of all for celebrating 37 years in power. Just a few months ago, I think 1 month now, you celebrated, which was a good sign. Now, what do you bring to Serere this time around? You have a candidate by the name of Philip Oucho. What do you bring to Serere?
I first want to say that ekoti tungalo Teso ajeno nebe apugani nejo icholong ikaruna keisara lukanyare erikoni ngeta ini karuna keisara lukanyare luajasi Uganda eriko NRM government yangare icholo ejenete situation baje Uganda engo arenge uriata na petai lo ikarwangu kwenye ipoloiso ationanyo na sabuni, ationanyo na munyu, ationanyo na sabuni, ationanyo ni aparafin na enokes ationo iso kumi boy sana na arenge uriata lo kumi. Epoti loka ivuruje si, epoti rebelsa ivuruje si. Echesa witejo lu hapa pakonela chetai saatini. O isawa lo kumi boy sana. Egudo mamji pedora nyoni, egudo lo ngora ngoni tejo man. Amji pedora kunyo na nyono kumi boy. Ai jesarito na batanen. Upupi jo baare twen atubi echume twen ne patalo NRM. Ebala se constitution pose le pati. Ebe ese kune twen kape flaga bera. Ese kune twen kape flaga bera. Ebe ine sada kite flaga ngoni karidi ikarekani. Eda unosi karekani. Odo yete bobo i primary zilu epate. Ibo ngono primary zilu epate. Inyaka ini boja flag. Odaki bobo jonyo a flag. Ibi lori jo. Iso ilosi soke dale dakiti nyo a flag. And ineroni no epate inerora nyona neje president Museveni LOC one lo. So ibuniti sa nyone be e flaga beara le epate ne sebeta itinyo I da ke flag ne se supporting iso do ne sebeta winning elections lo asere. Yeah.
Now, you have a flag bearer, and I'm very happy. You're a brave man, moreover from Kumi, a very good man. Kumi has good people.
Yeah,
I wanted to find out from you.
Yes.
You have told us Bonto Sesune Aitutubekus flag bearer. What does your flag bearer bring? What does he have for the people of Serere in terms of his manifesto?
It is so capepati. It gave a manifesto la Apollo le. A manifesto la Apollo le party. Nese manifesto li designing ISO after every 5 years. Elo se chairman le pata ibo kape president le nyo le country. Konye oucho razo oucho as a manifesto. Ipuibo lwe mamete.
Yes.
Konyi jaso ni leaders Serere. Ajali salaso Serere. Aje iko pa no kabe independent Serere. Konye idolojo iteje roto le ebuni anyono Serere. Anyono ngora. Toni Serere mame kolas. Iteje roto le nyoni lo chapa, aitor no chapa tubuni soro. De mame nyo, mame kolas. Iteje roto le lo muni, aitoru ni o Serere director tubuni la ino sokadido. Mame kolas. Inyo batunis. A missing link is the advocacy. Mamji pedora nyoni opate alo FDC. Doja alo stay opate lo NRM matemarega ino sekonatane. O parliament anuja I passing emotion. Ekotojo jata tankeranyo itonga. So ile ingajo ibore opate koni. Then you expect I bungete koni ne hepata atemare okay. Ebunga inosverone tutuboti boren. Konyare etio na tutubi boren ne rationis. And ijeno ne chotebe o multi-party dispensation, multi-party politics. Things work according to the party. The interests of the party are ahead of individual interests. Interest in the party alo NRM. Eraibe ichaka joso. Apollo ke mina joso. So isoda ibuni soda kapa ibunete ne patate maroki. ati ukisonu ipunu ekwake sahi. That is multi-party dispensation. Under multipartyism.
Mr. Ochen,
Yes.
the Serere Road, in the last election, that is in 2016,
Yes.
the NRM won in Serere, and you had 2 members of parliament, that is Honorable Helen Adoa and Honorable Patrick Okabe, before Patrick Okabe lost his flag to Mr. Oucho, who is currently the flag bearer.
Yeah.
It was budgeted, and today, again, all the contestants, I think, according to their manifestos and have gone through, they are talking about working on the same road. They are improving the road network. What magic do you think that Oucho can do? You as an individual and his representative, what magic do you think you can do in order to see that this road is worked on?
Is worked on.
And then also talk about other projects. Which other project do you think your candidate has?
Before I talk about the other projects, let me concentrate on the road. The road as a country road mapping under Ministry of Works, it has already been gazetted. But let me tell you, there are very many roads in Uganda that need to be worked on. Now, if you don't have an MP who is vibrant in advocating and who sits on the same dining table to keep reminding your father that daddy, you had promised us to eat meat, but again today we are eating fish, then it becomes very hard. Every time other people are passing their bills, their requests in parliament, in wapiti jo shepa alaije. Etionuni. Konyije hiyo o dining table, o tete jore baka adeki sina eneriko ken. Adeki sina eneriko ken. Ete mwesverona adeki singin. Araide baka ibe somo karu muni arelu buntos. Agia otoberoni lolo karulo. Arida esveroni more. It becomes easy. Nesi balaresi tungalo serere. Ichakate setweni lejo pate. O nyami o dining table. Kiada hapa pake. It becomes easy services icon. Konye araimam ya peranga I see tu njo age one na arauno ramuri ata MP lo 10 arengi sapate ndili yo 10 ora una muri ata MP a member of parliament 10 oso da muri ata isumunu so ebe yesiduelu didi kalwe ganga isanga mobilizing ebe etenga touch fees mama ngadu muntu rara idisirigini lo community among why amuri ata was out of the dining table. 2 iloto jo 10 kopana age una rauno ramuri ata MP lo 10 to nene nyeke na route MP to na rauno re flag a president of FDC. He does not have any physical accountability in Kumi, I swear to you. Iloto jo nyide rege nyobe senere nyobe gudo even na ramuri ata engineer law who was heading the works committee of parliament. There is nothing better. Ero did angoni lo pone some anyu no mbali atubunikum is one of the worst roads that has ever been constructed. That is why we are saying, if you do not come to the round table to do things in the rightful way, if you do not bring Oucho, whom we are well comforted with, it becomes hard for us to deliver services. Other projects that we think through Oucho can come to, as government and as the office of the president, Loline Roni, a JPDM, a JPDM that we expected, Itunga Serere should benefit out of it. A JMioga that we expect Itunga Serere should benefit out of it. A JE youth livelihood.
Is that not part of the not the responsibility of government?
No. Let me tell you,
without even a member of parliament.
These are initiatives under the government, under the party, under office of the president. But because of the structures of government, we most of the times borrow the structures of government, like the community development office, the commercial office, for purposes of clear accountability and clear distribution. I'm the regional coordinator.
Yes, I know.
Of the whole Teso region. Idope borayene yangaunte is to supervise and see those projects. Idi bitu ngadomuti kapunono. Idi bitu ngamamedu muntosi kapunono. Anubo inyo mametunye dumuntoto re kapunono. Anubo inya woli horote kapunerike dola kani ninyo itunga. Nesi ibu nitoriso. So, ibala sobe, itunga luo serere should be very focused.
Okay, Jakaito Chin, Aguela Nasi, Bongunit, and you can get a very simple question. Madam Alice Alaso was in Parliament for 15 years. She came and contested 2 times and lost to Mrs. Helen Adowa, the Minister for Fisheries. Today we have Mrs. Alaso coming down to contest in the constituency that is Serere, after we lost a member of Parliament on the 19th of December 2022, to be exact. I don't know, I wanted to find out from you, and the listener may also want to know, what brings Alaso back to this race? Having been in Parliament for 15 years, contested for woman MP, now dropping to the constituency member of Parliament.
Yala manoi, chamakangoe tachai kitunga lo kinga. There is a jayatia kitait kidding anti, ant kide ANT. We have acronym, we have the contraction, and we have an abbreviation.
Yes.
So ANT is a short form of the word Alliance for National Transformation.
Yes.
So when you read it as ant, ant is a word of its own. So for us we have ANT, which is Alliance for National Transformation. Kwape akirota ileleba.
That is
a political party, lobi wadikaun. So the itobogongor, jena pugan, jena kwapkere. It exists in Uganda, under the leadership of General Gregory Mugisha Muntu and Honorable Alice Alaso, who is the national coordinator. Serere, in the region of Bajala Sairabet for 15 years, that is true. She served Serere for 5 years only. Also the Ajana Kini Soroti Kartomon. Eja Unalaso Soroti Kartomon, we all know what Alaso did in Teso. She was not a
bonito ant, RI be boniti or FDC are boniti, NRM. RI engineer J NRM. Yes, you don't know being ngala or so. A pot ibian bobang ngala so be bolo to Kampala, state house, water is Museveni. Kopana Kingan in Ebacastum Abe, a candidate low bomb. Ebaka be Jakini million Nakpatakai. A mambo be boy and our President Museveni Limokin. Akron sub.
Your propaganda.
Ito beyond about sign to be Teso office, law serere. E diso kere. Nisi no me see my no mine candidate. They go to your state house. They don't know bonge and be giriso. Nana posa girobo. A mommy to any pedal to amount a pressure. Na me candidate boloto state house. Nara state house. Iso igeni be. Mame diso. E pedora no makini. I normally simu o state house. Ido I could in President Museveni. I am the candidates. It is only the protocol in charge the president. Yes, no makin, no simu.
Okay.
So I saw that Simon. So I can't my sab. E koto lemaro sa sewa no serere.
Omoding, Aguela Nasi, don't abong na kopar kerejade, go to jo akirol waisa. Koparioni kwanani.
Anytime.
Now we wanted to get clearance before you continue with that statement of State House. What brings Omoding to this race?
Ibore na ya unto Omoding yeni portable na sa mombe a idolito Omoding ogwongeta ka aswama papa ke. Narai mame rai kwinera tari chetu ngabe araunda kabakante mamo na kabakanto Teso. Konye e chama kite kisili distungene ne kerai go. Are roko kyo kabe, are ritungalo ant, are ritungalo NRM, are rai independent. E chama ite kisili ibiyo twene kerai go. So ibuniti so kwapeli goit nara e chama kite kisili. Ido ipakiene salit edite noi esabuneti kana chana ngunu nera space because I temo ne roto belo kumingoni ineransi papa kede ikokwa temo ne roto bikotokin so iconai e mame konye ibori bundo koto so angetakin asomson iterka itungalo Teso itungalo serere no mama tenera no Teso
nyoba aswamishongu yes nare kota tekero jenu be nyoba aswamishongu
oto makirono aitopol e constituency lo serere aitopol itungalo serere abweja kaito kabe opesic kwap sakos Gwejeneti tungalo kwa LOC 1 eda ungesi ai gwa di
Yes,
bua
pesen.
pesen
Ibua
e
pesen.
do kwa mama cheno pesen na da jo kapkan jas kira pesen na apugan bere konda na po enare mi jas kira pesen
Lo ita chingene tungana.
lo ita chinyi do bo so be ita chibo ba pesen ni no apugan so
Iko kuda ni meuru ta ikubane.
e ja pesen
inero na be
so mam
itunga lo eremete okokyo kabya ibuoda era lo ekotoso je sapata na lost of parliament anu ke sabongora ijao nu ne koke kapundu e ba Jenny sabi.
Na chumejo mata ina
muna dia pressure dai berenga limoko yo akiro ni nera je no pesen ni twene kere jas kera pesen arda kop kana engineer ara idango arde jaka toluki ni arde radio lo jas kera pesen
renga bongo ni bororo
konya a pesen ni kosi isal to so boroka be ide mame ne losi alomar I touch ido mame rai be ichana okabe la twan ya ailimu yo bichano kabela na kolo kebe erono do
mamene bala ne
konye so ibala be ikoto sangeta ora kerelo bunge siterik kwape edo poto mo memba ndo le parliament alo Uganda anwai topolo serere ikoto so ngeta kinos nara ikaru luesa dos kopkana rai ayangari jo ijonge se jakai to ujo idolo jomina los jo a ite 26 iloja tukisirigeni munanu wa 26 edolti do so bala jo benjai kira pesenin aloma sineni asote do sa jai kini tongalo aboka bisum aina kini sirigeni mun wilo sado munangina the 78 sakos jari moti nyo be bright origin e protecting abare young
esabete mamoni kote pole sabetane ikoto no jasi boriboro lubere kilia ngangale pato
akoto ngali peja kaita ochama kibere mse odeng ongeta areja alwa bet jabo mokunda bongoni jo because nata sanalu inera rejo abineso chama kitejo muzode yo protected ochen kindly allow mze odeng to complete his submission
sabete bongonda ngonde
eja kaito deng akoto jo anyataki ne konenere Mr. Cheng kindly allow Mr. Odeng to complete because there are issues with your candidate also that I will ask you and you will need to respond. So kindly allow him first to complete and I will really ask you some questions that you need to answer as we usher in the short while.
No enera ibe pe mamone pedori alostimina narai isoro NRM nyesi pedo dobo pana ejakaite engineer are lot engineer dora lo NRM mamelo sa kole NRM isoda luitete isuli iloto so eloto modini na isoma itekede itunalpo NRM na kabe ara NRM so I down sanyo no be isong esibecho kina ai boy kino cholongon kedai swama ikin tungalo serer ibore ne beiti serer nari kidio kika mambo sikota tungene lelo sinyina oma mi burao wala la jaka to chendi jaso kira peseni ijai soka da pesana kedi tunga lo serer lo apot sa limon kisibe bunsa yekine susakos ida sort sake ona swam sakos mun da atwane da bunira tubol somam singeta apolo ke berang pena pesen ache bangen sa peseni bala so ilosi so aswam mi becho kina tetere serere isela kinina pakina konyi boreni mamoni koto bon yena koto ngangeta kin akotongo no e campo apol no chin
an bongon
e campo pol no chin nyisa je ono e bakasi be ibuni sai lesu
sabi jo liborore
actually eja kaito chin
do na ni pa nera be ko sanyin be tubite kandi ale masai tukuriani tonga ojala na itunga iso ibunto reis arecha katitunga eja kaito ngurucho temari sobe nepenin arecha katitunga Eja kaiti
Ada
le
utomucho
ba
se.
ara
Pega se lukira begeta.
Onye so ida sa anyu.
Ewena.
Akiro kere mine ai o camps kere da sa anyu bera no narai. Iso. Itekenese ground. Ido gogo ngopana so ground. Delo seja kaiti Omoding Emmanuel ai tu. Onye tu beja kaiti Emmanuel lo se tu kun kere to ne.
Okay, Yalaman, how different are you from these other candidates?
Yalamanoi ajaka itogole ne peke de timu laika national jasine ogwe kitosi candidates kotonga malapu poko ka kirelo yakinga iti mitosa nunga do nulet aje ingo top yango ngese candidate lo pata na do lokinto ne to ne media da ajaka itogole atena kani woro na tarasi wango atwane nga do no radio
You are available.
nini radio kere eje ngai konai aja unutoma yenyo na sote candidate ekoto to demonstrate be erenge se leader au mokete kana channel luchelu kere go itos atena kanu pa ko ngai ya munu kidi kana channel studio eche tatawo misho ijukete lwa go ikitoko lwa pada nere nukasa kiro ache pa candidate nukia tikota hii tiegela kina
Bede SERERE amna chapa.
so ibo report
Ejai kwa ni wachapa FM da. Okay, chama engineer akonye.
Adumongo tonana yengo top radio epega situnga lweria muno none kana channel lweja so pate la na rem era tunga le pegete be utasa ba well na no ku kiere da ne pate kinga era ngini bode ne ejoka kinu itunga do boronoda kwenye do kwa to ngurucho era do kwa ngini bode na to ngurucha gogum na arai neja tatare tunga utasa ai le munike sile uchukinga ina no ngurucho ara una tungana le tete tunga bone be ingare no nilo ibalajo bone be akiro ni kamutosi e manifesto kalo ipoloko keda showman enerna bait atingi tungi bakoro idu muja kwa netunga atunga na dikara kesa kanyi iteje balado dikara kesa kenyuni ari mojong anuinyo ichan ebala apugani no Uganda kopani ebe nyamate tipolo keropit ishana mikinta apugani ano achamu na edara ipoloko konya chionis ekisilo igwa kinta ikopani ngoni karu ikara kisa kenyeuni ikidio kitunga do tikara kisa kenyeuni hapa kiono itunga lwipu etwaketo roki kara kisa kenyeuni kona hii edolo bible ebala bonebe ikaru na tunga na ijaro kwa kolongo erasa kisa kanyari konya bala kisa wala Uganda ebe karakisa kenyeuni apoloke etwaketa litunga lwepu wa mirito sirigino apuga nori solo sine ibuni alo sapesi kina kerto no parliament abuni ngabongo na ituku neja setunga ebe bakasi beberesa hii kara moja enya kunika ala kisa kanya no kanyi bakasa kanya pe kopani ngazanya matari kwinyo eropi so iwani kopani jichano etoro kitunga na etori ngokiere kopani sori jo campaign eri tunga ila ininga hii orot etori berone je utene so buni anyu ne be ebunapu gani ajura kina kisir tetere tunga isukunyita kise pakyo ngare no ngurcho de mojongo ebuye ke ebuni ai benefitinga
Merewe amojongo nguru.
amojongo adolongi karungu akesa kanyape ara akesa kanya no kanyinya kun ara unge beneficiary lenyo la kiamon ikamtasa showman bepe boreni amina ngoducha aipo petunge na rasi nebo wana results ilo apugani somere lo apugana results o serere duchine pe goli tai kau emoromoro imwali munu emoromoronyo konye akota ngocho dai terekin ebo chama pugana igoko alangiru achonisi alamuta ne japugana kolonga shomiongo ochomero koslo jama araisidu akaisara tukot sasa tuko na kanyari kopuko ani karakaisa uni kwa eroko jama jasikira tuko na kanyari adolidi wako teuni atukot mwalimu nyo edopet now apona dipata jate mali bone bi project mloki na kiruna showman ila labidu atukot mwalimu edopet itedu wako teuni So right tapela limo kinapugani e barite tamona kirno ashoman na sodit anyu tibere be e ponani atakirno tukono angini somero tetere koneti akataka iduwe nguna inyakuru nyo enamba kwa atakina tukono apoloke kwa netakana atakani kwa naibo ishone unekono kini mwalimu odumwe tini mwalimu danyo ashoman kunya tiontu neje iko pana Uganda ngesibere na pero korera ekadakada eje kadakada konye eje kadakada eje arere nkwa na bone bebeti Uganda diare ai wada kinyet ne kwa ne kodo kini elomna kinyete na ojine tene beta igwe kin one of the priority areas is education ara ida beri kodeko pana kironen igangi to murcha shoman gangi tinga shoman osomero ko pana nga jake de somero na baka homeland primary school akauna anyo no boni berona so shoman no serere e mama to motunga rego itos le perali mo ino ngebe inera ni kamta shoman o just get example yongo kada toma alostekana kwa aperta pukore somero ne baka homeland ne jenja ka to de Mr. de somero o serere ko kwani lo e gangit e ke utacho mano serere so ko pana jaketo gule kide timu idu akesa Kenya panu kanyare lo chone ja utene e shomete kwa ina kai o somero lo homeland apaki ngalo sta amuro jo moru obuni ko kidopet ada nga enere abara boni be papa engineer idu jongo be mam yongo ziko ki apaki okwa ni jarjo campaign yana buabu so yeso mnikini ngobilo je kono ngai engara kiniongo iko ke jaket amuro yo moru amuro tenga kirore so abunga ngai ko kungini apakila tupakila limwe eka coordinator goya ona pa iko ko homeland keda goya ne policy keda iko kwena ID meeting ai osomero eperi kwa niko kai osomero apaki bongi pongin abuanga limo kila tunga amuro jo ochorai no abuket chore otaso akorari pipai lu atabu groups ekora kiserere keri pipai
so is it
mama
ngare
no konya jendi dina jasinyo ne jasetunga
utajamna tunga ditunga ndo mara
para berajo mam
ayara tunga
mere wada ki
Maxiberon engineer
tunga nditabu groups jendi dikopani
engineer summarize in 2 minutes time yes
chama nanga jaketo gule
yes
apotika tunga dolokisyon abakase kui otomusabiti ni iunika wake bonbe eje ko panala nyurune eje isoni abore amurojo kida abukete kere iko kidopona mu defasi grade op7 ko kidopede pese mu tato mona do alo singola eje abake iko kedo pangudo mutamurojo first grade amuroji yare ko nyido papona ya unongo
yare dum
ya mo agion bena agwela ke duwe ngunyo ipalisin olo tora geuna ko nya bongo nga momo idope ko kala ne pastor e mami a pastor opit bwede katirongo so da ngai lip apuko kile de kiango arere nguna domuno basa risiari iko kweni peseni kediko kweni sapate na amurojo ena jaka itijara je kunyashe bara meran amurojo central eraila meran ingola je pese waragi omde bala tisho mikoko ko puko na pakia je ngatesi na je amurojo abunga kora kiduwe ngunu ena bukete kile na amurojo akora kini admission sikes ne ko ndosa isi sha kwayen ema metisi debe kizaiko nai
engineer as we head for commercials I want you to tell the listener and your voters from down that and give them confidence about this election. How prepared are you as Engineer Martin Omurucho, who is contesting under independent ticket and NRM leaning for that sake? Because actually in studio here, I am only seeing one opposition person. All these people are NRM. All of them. Engineer, ask me help for a commercial. Yes.
The truth is, we don't have NRM leaning.
I'm going to vote for you, that you're going to protect the vote that they are going to give you. Aware that there is a lot of information, coming out and they are trying, the community is trying to connect the Soroti City East by-election, the Omoro, the Kayunga election, you know how people were beaten. And now, how prepared are you to guard this vote?
Yalamanoi. Eja kaito gule. Yonwa kionu kaite munokina anwaseo. Mama raibi anakora Papa Bishop atonare. Agweiti yonga ya adu mna vote lukumeta monoke da kwa daka nyikidito muna uni. Apotitunga yeya pakingin. Apotiti supporters Papa Bishop wadaka ngachaka na riku ya chaka na. So la limweni ngobo nguru chojo ata mune buniti. Ijonga sabeta rone MP. Jonga sabeta ai kama. Saporo ke akai no na pakinijo. Ake una mien. Abunga sharam Papa Bishop. Wala takonye. Konye wanyu na nono kune nene temoki. Apoto konye ngabota gya upakini kede Papa Bishop apaki angunu kiere. Aidi amunu kosa na washa ni sakiri ne machure.
Roma narute so chache da.
Mamu ya ipodo nini. Nara ekele kanisa. Aidi amunu kosa ne machure lo kiere. Neni ngasari amunu kosa na washa. Oza temoke atokisho no kiere ne taki ngaire ejina rengon. Sa polo ke ejele mongurucho elosi le musek isoma iboro lo paskile tunga lo kwa. Ya pia mongurucho ke ditunga esoma monguruchi boro luitakanete irotini ekisonguru chirotini akipi adukonguru chadoro etemuno kagilon akiruna emor kikina emwanu kiere onguru chongo pona do soliti emwana amuro jano ero sisiri ejenilo ama medio to no bolto ngina onguru chongo
poloka chamlo ante bonguru chodo buodo nguru
gogo ejenete no kiere
balado tata
tata de jene barabone limukine elimo kete to ngabone be ajeni ngabone na konye ongurucho ngasa tungana leo
balado tata ibuo
now
na de genetesi
chamakorio engineer lo ndijo kwa nei apia chamakorio engineer
la canary
ongurucho itunga ongurucho tunga lote ai darake vote ngase tunga na ongurucho ile MP la itunga ye Papa Bishop parliament ojo ongurucho yi ochalo ejenete tunga kauna na Papa tona reda ngone tunga na nikere abwino mesimo bala bonebe ongurucho
merebo
ama mete ngun ponto suna patano gule jeni
oding
kas amosi erosi sirilo da keta nesto sota na maini ngesimu bala bonebe ara da down ya na kirongun o jeni jene bonebe jonga za tunganan sa pole keto ni kwapo kere ejeni ebo ongurucho neza tunganan la soma iboro arda mamere mo parliament sa pole kero se tunga idara voting epekete leje ina kirelo akaisara nuni odauna inapa ino sikana chana abala ngobone de edo patunga na bonelo sa ituba kaisara nuni
okay
that to be orongurucho luche lukere ejenete ikamps uni yare kerari uni yare kan mama chonsi ngurucho na arai emino nguruche tunga emina ipuch emina imorkikina aso amsine ke ingare litos.
Okay, Yalamano engineer.
Aje propaganda jaketo gule.
Yes, I was coming to that now.
Nyaka ngete munin. Aje propaganda na je age onu kujitoka u. Itu zero ke eroko.
Itingi jimilioni na kwatakan.
Dara kwa itije ngisirikini mu. Kiro sere ramuna. Eroko nomination age onori. Abakaze kwi mama nguru chebeta nominatinga da nguru cha chama na rikeda mutane aje akwa ikatunga. Yange dara kesi. Eda nomination yango bodi be ngai bolo. Ikuriese kingun. Ipi apa kiboka wanen. Acha kutubokwi. Akoda president anyu ne tunga anyu nuche. So beda unu be nomination. Nasa bune president ba kura gege amunu kele candidate. Na dai wadi kaun. Eja sikeda program le campaign. Agiro kine hake kare kati makromun. Ebi ani kwenye bubu na pana. Edi so be no mesimu. Abe kini jengo o campaign obole akoboy ngoboni bi inyabe soma ngali mokiesi iburakini tungalu iburakini de tungalu
anubere ochien
atimu ke ochien atimu ko Omoding sabala ngobona be
etimu
tungalu kere iburakini tungalu jenete bonebe jenete tungalu bonebe
ediso isama na
ngurafo ngurucho ekeun abala ngebe etunga lwa serere akaisara nuni akala etiaki mame propaganda ngoni le baka bata chongurucho be ko ikina isoma ile munguruchi ke borobol atacha ba ikonya ba.
Okay, yala mano engineer Martin Ongurucho anu achamna bunero studio Jenny Iraje tungana ne job field and mina chepaka kotokina kirikonyi yala mano anu abunere nerekede so eja kaito deng before I come to Ocheni lost rekonyo te jaw ni calls akoto achauna ne jo to withdraw. I don't know how true that allegation is, and I want you to briefly give a comment on that matter and then also tell us how prepared are you as a camp to defend your victory if people give you that mandate.
Era mamono eja ka tchien sera tenele itakan ni pene launo na ilugambo oboro tchien ibore polo ngesienda emame mam president Museveni ere kopo yene boliare president Museveni itei serere kwape oreke imama paran imame sawa lo woro tor e poroto konyi borene rono yesi rona chidombo yesi ina chiseninde iswamana rakede RDC serere oloseta maune diso de disangiri kina bulbule simu boloto state house itei bala irasi doe mame dise epedori I inviting a candidate area mukere president Museveni era a protocol le president nyese bait ebe eting to sakiromun are je sima bunere de buno protocol do de omitosi e omteti mochien bala imame otori e candidate Omoding kede idiobore state house na mebaka skwesina imorti sokere inom e ya uta saba normal so de simu ipengina mamera be man president Museveni yeno Omoding e yeni so akoto ngolu nye sai saba do adaunde sawa lake se saba na esante dite ayangari ni cholo dogo e cholo ngoda ayangari cholo ngaje kintunga lo serere na ri cholo ngeraili tunga lo serere do kwa ni protection adaun tunga kapa kini anebe aka voting alosi ngai daruno akoro ngai tunga lo serere ai daruna voti o polling station o diloto esa ichak itungale jaso polling station is there ibore e kapakina e pol no chain be nyesai ai rupa vote na saruki da kero na da ya na polling station loma da saruki kesene questions e mame soroti mami tiri no kede serere akero na jasi serere era itungalu lo yellow o chenda yellow Omoding da yellow, Ongurucho da yellow, isokeri rali ilomunto okae dope.
So you want to tell me that the race in Serere is between the yellow people?
Yellow people.
What about the other? So even FDC is now yellow.
No, FDC is alera FDC. Nari just una wake.
Okay.
Konyi bore na koronga alimebe.
Yes.
Yes, okay de akapakina ne protecting a vote noi. I general silwe bakai bebe ya uno e general be ya unta itunga o kumi be ya unta itunga bukede ya bebe itunga unuke right na pe uniform da gara ibungi tungi dasa kunya de security be mama crown kerera mam president Museveni e chamu nuko bo serera munari na re serera bo isna pani na takina konyi kota anyu nube I candidates kere adomoto aina pakini e down to Omoding itub o china ne e bala pupu nana
ari da rose site munyamu atale sasa
mama bala be jo era bo nganga jo obore era bo nganga jo na memolo atele gije mate se jo anga dumu ngapa ka ngari jo ngina onya bala ngobe otomako kana nyesite oje lugambo ngone edipopo na onari yeni obe ingare no Omoding achipaka obuno Ongurucho ko se kota jango Ongurucho kede Omoding
Onguruchi ngare no
narai ngunu ngese ya untosi ai serious bore so kwana akodo ngai lepi e camps kere e dara kon voting e soda e je mechanism lilo se adara no kosi
Okay.
State house on kere morti ya o so kere konyo o chiaka situnga lu e pondo serere lu o pate
Yes, Ejaka Itelasu.
Ajay.
Akotongojo, before I come to, because I want Ochen to be the last man, then I give people to talk to him. I want also to give him 3 minutes. Ejaka Itelasu. Akotongalim Ejaka Itelasu jali mokina tekere. You have your candidate Alice Alaso Ashianu, and she has been as I asked you. Now, she lost elections 2 times. And this time around she has come to contest. How are you going to defend this vote this time around? Because in the first election when she lost, she went and to court and alleged that there was malpractice. Now this time around, how are you going to defend this vote?
Yalamanai. Erigonge bongo na ini setekon. A ballot paper na para nang nebunai to don ngai tubiti. Do ngai bunai gol. Ponele ipiar ngata rikiro ranguna ngina itodikine esi bobore golit bore jaunu kuju bore nesinare ni tosere. Sanara jenengo unachekosi ongurucho esa. Buni aitupu so. Osodo ouchori kose koku jenge bunara onlo ikanye to kwapa laiki. So ijendo so bon aborena buni sai ting okiro ki Alice Alaso ana ni say Victor no serere. Ngese ti jonga ngise ne joko. Bena so depona ni pero sa yiwa. Akro lo ayo araseyo ko so adauta ibo ikini sek so the time na pina kwape task force. Without say te muno kini epon lo yiwa rasa seta. Ena ranati onache ka Julius Ode. Ba yiwa rasa seta ijaiso toma. No do isodo lu tele liguna tele kara para ningi. Without tunga de na kani. Losi so anyun bonbe aborolo. While ayo this one ijene no nduchu. Asayo ilosi jasayo igore insodit nezanyi mbi yuari jaseta imoni bere jaseta te pedite moine polo yuari so problem sa dawta ite monokene lo kere wana ijai anyon bonbe e pone bane yuara ana yuari Victor na gen jasayo lolona e pondo si mafia school e ko sai lotoro kota edem but we are ready and we are more than ready to protect the vote no serere
Okay.
E jangi setene ngi stayo ngane na ona cheko kwenye Palaso mengare no nerata isitiki na pugani. Iboro lu iswa mai MP okwapulu. Mamerasi ngonu nese jaso kisilu ebe MP aswa. Arai ebuni MP apukono ratukono agweli pege ikwapune. Konyi muro kite jo aswa muna member la rabet. Dumuni jo mami iswa mate jo. Nara ibusa kite jo alo sa goiki na raute porotolo ikontunga. Areba kaiso bon be ateta itu emorungona ateta itunga kunyai no otoma. Ekote ngare non opedora ngita pugani. Barera isa nyoni so opone bani. To ba dokita iti bani. Mamere ngare non lebuni boete boe sidane, mame ngare non airabet e mame poroto. Ikapa kinaso balala so bon kongesa rauni poroto lo itunga alo serere. Osodi inara kirolo ashoman. While ashoman Alaso is already a teacher. She knows the challenges in education. So it would about equal naso I live ucho. He could what your ucho or yaw de soda.
Ucho is also a teacher. Aguela nasi boni ne jakatum in a rem or not is already Victoria. Now, as you answer that, there are questions and issues that have been raised by other panelists here.
That is true.
Yesterday, your boss that you're representing here, Mr. Emmanuel Dombo, posted on his Twitter handle something that many would believe as a joke of the day to the people of Serere. And he was actually, he got a picture from Atira, that is Atira SS, and he had said in Serere, a bike is one of such requirements for a child in a secondary school. These are bikes used by students of Atira SS who have to travel for more than 5 kilometers to access education. These big sub-counties should be subdivided to bring services closer to the people. The NRM government talks about subdividing sub-counties.
That is true.
And which is a good thing. We have new administrative units that are now operating, but with no budget. What does this mean? First of all, start with the questions the other panels have raised on
before I get into the issues of subdivision of constituencies or sub-counties. Let me first have a snapshot I'm going to speak English so that I will be so fast. One, I want to tell my brother Lasso, issues of accountability like the way he's putting them clearly, are not issues that are fictitious. Accountability is accountability. A road, when it is there, it is there. A school, when it is there, it is there. You don't have to tell us. I've been talking in parliament. The only evidence we have to prove and assert the fact that you've been speaking in parliament is their physical accountability. President Museveni and NRM government, since when they took over power, have presented accountability. The only difference we have with other parties is other parties, they give accountability on camera. They are always on social media. For us, we feel like the eyes of the government of this country are the people who vote us. That is why they have voted us since 1986. I want also to make a clarification to my brother. He talked about Ali Salaso advocating in parliament to make sure there are 3 doctors. I think he has failed to understand that there is a Health Act and there is a provision in 2015 because Uganda's status was below par the standards of World Health Organization. That states that as a unit, a health unit at a district level or at a sub-regional level should have a minimum of 2 to 3. At a regional should be at least 4 to 6. He has failed to know that. And it is because of the funding of USAID in 2019 that we made sure that most of these things come into reality. So we want to clear this so that we don't have a lot of propaganda meandering here and there. The other issues about ferries, I want my brother to go very well and read the act. Not the act, the project's report of 2020. It helps you to know. Let the people not fool you in the village.
No, correct. In Raja Korojo, I have a manifesto.
No, now the manifesto I will tell you with my head. Now,
I don't know by
now.
When was it?
Let me clear.
Yes, clear that as we go and pick on.
2020 ferry report gives all the details of how ferries come, how many ferries have been allocated by UNRWA. Are you getting my point? So this thing of saying,
they are constructing.
And they are constructing many ferries. The engines are imported, but the ferries are under construction. So I wanted him to have a clear idea about the things instead of talking a lot of gulubalos. Now, one thing that I want to tell the public, that when NRM comes to campaign for the 5 years, we have a contract. They call it a social contract with the people. And we sell our manifesto to the public. When we sell the manifesto to the public, people vote NRM as a government. When we go to State House, we constitute a government. A government is the brainchild of NRM. But the problems that NRM government has had with the government of Uganda, there is a lot of intermix of people who have been in this government. Others are 55 years. You get my point. NRM came and got them, and they are still in public service. And these are the people who are at the front line of service delivery. Now, where is the challenge? You have a manifesto, you have policy briefs, but when it comes to implementation, you're sabotaged. That is the problem we have. And that is why we are coming with a full swing of arm to monitor government programs. Now, I also want to make a clarification about propaganda.
Yes.
Propaganda is a part of politics. I first want to state it very clearly. Propaganda is a part of politics. But the issue is how you frame propaganda. Now, when the FDC and what go and frame propaganda, so we have been called. For us, we are from those offices.
With you.
Now, we are from those offices. Now, you find my brother Odeng here because he wants sympathetic vote. My brother Odeng, The era of sympathetic votes ended. This is not a hereditary government.
Actually, information has said that your candidate took off
They did so
yesterday from we got information that I was
now
going
listen to me. These people are looking for a sympathetic vote. But Itesos have gone beyond that. Itesos are now so vibrant, they know what they want. They know that if you don't vote very well. In 2021, I was here in most of the talk shows. The only radio station that I did not enter was this one. But I sent here Engineer Ogwang. I was sending those of us. Even Bisanga came here. But I was in a top Veritas where Mama was it. We, as NRM, made it very clear. You vote well, you will get the national cake. You don't vote well for the president, you will not get the national cake.
Okay.
Now we made it very clear. I have not yet gone to your questions. I'm making
because I'm
now,
looking at time.
No,
and,
why am I bringing this?
Yes.
I want to make it very clear to the voters. When we voted in 2021, all the districts of Teso voted. We have the Speaker of Parliament. We have the Vice President. We have the Minister for Fisheries. We have the Minister for Foreign Affairs. We have. That is how it pays in multi-party politics. There is no meandering. The other issue that I want to make you people very clear is I'm so much humbled, I'm so much in sorrow because we have lost a very important person in Teso. Okabe, not only in Serere, not only in Teso, Okabe was more of a national figure. You get my point? But it is very clear also to you and me that my brain is not my child's brain. My ambition and my vision are different from my son. Are you getting my point? Now, what we want from the son of Okabe is to wait 2026, come, contest, give us your vision, show us what you want to do, show us why you want to be part of this arena of politics. Then we shall give you the flag by people voting you. And then we shall say, the son has come as the son. We don't want you to make yourself under the shadows of your father. It is not clear. And I want to tell the people of Teso, I'm Ani Teso from Kumi, I'm Ani Teso from Bukedia, I'm Ani Teso from Toroma. Are you getting my point? I'm one of the most people who feels like Teso can get better. You get my point? But I want to make you clear, national interests. The interests of NRM as a party are the national interests of this country. But the interests of a district, a unit, are interests of social and community interests. This thing of saying, now, because the son died, how many people have died?
Okay.
We have lost people.
Okay.
But what we want, this son should help us show it very clearly that him as a calm, he has a vision. He wants to lead the people of Serere. And he has an agenda. You don't come for a burial, then you change the burial into a contest. It doesn't work like that.
Okay,
The NRM as a party,
nation elo sakonye kaito chen eja tutungo tomosimu. Hello TBS.
Hello.
Yes. 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 Anu anyu ngonbe idanu kanone a program work. Eja kaita ochen eja sakro na lomun no tu aneja sapok. Nerasi chapupo kakrole parish development model. We also have issues over election rigging. Nerasi tunga I swear kaite bu who is in Malaba UG. Now Akotongo job working on issues of parish development model. You told me earlier on when we were off that you're in Teso. Also part of the mission why you're in Teso is to shape the government programs under your office of the national chairman. And now the issue of the parish development model, the money was released to some project, some actually projects or groups. I saw the list and almost every district in Teso sub-region got the money. How are you now going to manage to save this money from these people who love corruption? Because there is an issue of corruption already out. Now, I'm going to run so fast.
there are around 3 pertinent questions that have been asked. Somebody asked about corruption from Katakwi. I can't remember very well the name. We as NRM, we agree 100% that there has been corruption. People have not been so fair and faithful to themselves.
Actually, Madam Irene.
Yeah. The level of integrity within us ourselves is questionable. A young man grows in a very good family, gets mixed up in an environment that is polluted and begins snatching what doesn't belong to him. It starts from issues of charity, from home. That if you get mixed up in the middle there is a way you get diverted. But I want to go back to the fact that we borrow the government structures for purposes of implementing the programs of the president. And like the way I said initially, most of these people are not cadres of NRM. They don't know the agenda of the party. So in the process of implementing these things, they are left behind because they don't know what is our agenda. What does the manifesto of NRM state? So somebody sees money and begins trembling. By the time you realize money is swindled and the activities that the party wants to be implemented are not implemented. We are here to check on that after these elections. We are going to check on every activity of government. Why has money not been received? If the money was not released from the headquarters, why wasn't it released to the district? And we want to follow it to the grassroots. We want to see who received the money. What have you done? What is your status quo right now? If you received the money when you were a 1 million person, can you now show us that you're in 10 million? Have you improved your life? That is what we want to follow up. Issues about Nebanda and about Oromaito's daughter are very clear. The NRM party has a flag. You pick a flag for 5 years. If the issue of Nebanda's daughter, I mean sister, the issue of Oromaito's daughter, the issue of Olanya's son were very clear. These were flag bearers. These were not independents. So when the fathers died, people from the community harmonized. Like now Serere, assuming Okabe was NRM, we would not come and pick another flag bearer. The son, if people had agreed, would automatically take the flag and we shall come and campaign for the son. That should be very clear. But by virtue of the fact that Okabe was an independent, we have a flag bearer. We are here to set a precedence that might not tomorrow get mixed up in any way or the other. You are a flag bearer. The constitution of the party is very clear. We support a flag bearer.
Okay, thank you so
then
much.
The last one
Yes,
is
because our
no
time is-
one should assume that positions of the vice president and the speaker are ceremonial, because we have so far seen what they have done. Anita has given beds. Anita is facilitating Anita NGO. The vice president has opened a school, a college in Katakwi district. We have seen some of these things. Adoa has proceeded with our programs. So let no one think when the president gives you a position, it is a ceremonial. What I only agitate for these people is let's try to help people more. Not only by giving money. Let's look for scholarships for those ones who are going to school. Let's look for a way of facilitating some of these things. Not only looking at government. Let's write proposals. I think that is the best way we can run.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. Then the last one is people of Serere. I know very well your interests are in voting for Uchor, but I'm just here to agitate you. Vote for Uchor because that is the chosen of the party. The flag bearer of the party, the president is behind the flag bearer, and all of us as NRM, we are rallying behind the flag bearer.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Lasu. In 2 or 1 minute, it is already 3 minutes past the hour of actually past midday, and in 2 minutes or 1 minute, in brief, your last message to the voters.
So did Kotongo Aikwenyani Tungalo Serere. Marani after here, kuna lost jatira kopani ja candidate ine Selang Primary School. Konye eringongengel isamaona la washa. Koro ngai shala making Irene from Kichinjaji. So ngai shala making Scovia ne no muto lupe kiere ano wa showcase ba jokaka. Kotongo ngeta ina limu nuro enera unacheka. Ebaka mwenye tapu poko kingangi ne pole cham sana.
Questions there.
Yes. Nera sapu poko je cham sana. E cham sana lo mame erai ibiana geonu mame geonu lolo do me geonu mo. A geu tu ko tunga cham sana lo. Kausek se nerona choche ne bala bon ba borelo era anyun bi po itupaini. De borelo e borelo e baka cham sana lo. Erai lo amusuguni gwaitos. Erai na akoko. Nara cham sana ara corruption era koko na idumunjo bonwe jai kopani na idulo rakere neso ya piesin lo apugan iwanyo jo yalo so office la apugan e pole corruption oto e pola koko so ngare non nese chokon la apugan ara mamon lo sai se ngare no kulichoketa apugan. We all remember when the Honorable Alaso was a chairperson Public Accounts Committee in Parliament. She did to her best and she was replaced by Honorable Angel Nosege apaki ongoto my rabbit. So ekoto na anyu mwembi se uno ngare no nelo sa choka pugan asoto na anyu mwembe mamo ni enera bi iko ebore iko ku ara iko ka buroki ni papa ke ara etu ana re ko to reflaga beara do kwa na o uchore ara enyeta king mamwa bala bo twana ara eberi kam ngeze bala lasba mbo bongu do ida ojo akwapa kolom do de ka ngisi lemdo ni kokwa ara ringedi ti kwa kimbo na iti
Okay.
akoto ngoni duch kwanti epate lo mass party le baka elo ena rem akoto ngitunga duch soma nenti boro keda ala chakeno chama ina ilu cheda mwaseta keda laro ne riana teteri wanyu bonbe ilosi ai aseu ne ngare non le koto situnga e ngare non lo iteti tunga mere aseki ni tunga lo serere e ngare non nara isol lo serere ne sijeni ne pipili ne sijeni bikoto boso e ngare non lo bikoni bai do ba nwenyo sakodo ngangeta en keda amalan tunga lo apupete koto ngamalan keda angeta keda shalami ni kana chano ajaso studio muno ngwesi alostena ajokan konyedo na chikochen ilo seteda dekito sikosi sera
Okay.
je samuno na bunere beitu kudama serere.
Okay, Alamano, eja kaito ding. Lastly from you, Iaujo, according to statements, even in the field, Iauji Koku, you have not brought a man to an election. Why? Angeta kisa.
Kwa raro kabe papa ke Omoding. Uta enyia trust de kuma ngisiko. Kwenye tio etwendi idoe uni mamereko.
So do ko na uru.
Osodi Airi Igiatari is sound your papa member of parliament. You do a submission come to say Pugae. Then the other one is an oversight role. An oversight role takes you I pity pege, apukore somero kwana cheka umurucho, aswami boro limeda ikineti tumakon. That is one thing that MP can do, an oversight role. Akoboy, enerangani, mamungenera kwape etwenlo FDC, mamungare etwenlo FDC. Osod mamwa kuruja buini kinibe, egwamte FDC akero. FDC de yo pone ki anda utai tuge kese candidate. Ibora kutunga lingo kinijo. Isumunto rijo kulu beja vote ne no FDC. Oyangana Omoding. Ibirori sek FDC mamelo sai. Ngesa kutunga Kenya jo boya vote ni na mejo Omoding. Ngesa akiro no mama yakore ne akiro eja kaito chien be parish be nyonyonyo. Konye Scovia ochaka vote na mejo Omoding. Ngese ele mari kwani kiro lo chieni atema bebe kwana. Akodo nga bongor no ebaka be ekokwaro avotini be limoro e candidate limori e katunga lo serere. Akodo nga ile TBS ole mara kuria.
Okay.
Aseo no serere e sara utune joko no. Ajeni ngono e utas lo chieni aswam. Do utas pesa aswam. Kwana so de kasa mobe e pone bani tele kara sonyo aseo konye mamera onube e potenge sa lemo dongon ngese be itaitu mami dumu neta kuria ne peche beda ijayo ni lupelu gogolu yelo lu ichia keskere pa kuna tinga limo ni tunga ne liganto soni konye mamwa limu ni there is ma yelo
Okay.
itejo lpiri ata nenda nada utajimu bitubo ni so eso
Okay.
to eso polling station of chaka.
Okay, Alamano, eja kaiti Julius Oding. Loda aja ibo ekiti aja kaita Emmanuel Omoding. Loda ibo eti kwa independent. akoto ngai jakine ejetu ngana lebo ine ajaina tingesi abwe kiti engineer Martin Ongurucho konyo bu engineer lopeto nyunyuri kinba akoto beronga idolonge na akoto berongo jo muzei James Peter Oluka mamu akoto jabo ngor mamili mutakiro in 1 or 2 minutes before I hand over to engineer anyo utwane
yala banoi akobe ngashara lekini sera le pupete radio lolo akede unera isisa politics nane pona jenyango politics is an art in a person Iwuruni tungeneni ijakede, taula inareniki. It is very unfortunate. Mamma kota limbe dia kateja kaito Omoding igo arabonade Philipo. Epolo pa yaunere, epola yaunere Philipo to politics. Are tonga a bomb from the party secretariat to come and enforce over and manipulate paka of people around you around the flag. And that's why they late. Yeah, just take it from me, Mr. Chair. That's why they late. Even engineer Martin was watching in that meeting. But I let Bonibe, Panado Kai Subitobara, Ponitos, yes, Korosi or Pilipo around the Flagaba Beara. And losing I go independent. He mentioned it.
Obeas the Sumina.
So the issue is people come and manipulate Serere. I make her to accept the Russia. Konya penny bond the Pere Pukangakin Serenges in Yamanumucho. Now I ain't a Ryan Kene Butotauke. Nebutotauke. Meren really Mokine Ogo. So that's the difference.
Okay, Lamano Papa, akoto kwani aijaunu engineer Martin Ongurucho. Engineer, okweti monoros in just 1 or 2 minutes. Angeta kise program, ekteyo benyamiti jokwane sawa, akiritai kateta and you know
etiono bosera nyon mam generi.
Yes, engineer, in 1 or 2 minutes.
Dabo bitunga la nyane soma message.
Ya Lamanoi, jen jongo ibarara ngo relaxed. Akirune campaign. Ada ukwenye campaign sake. Nara. Nesa maberinge pressure. Ikanacha.
Eja kisibera na pa ngeta engineer dodo kwenyete ona ge ona kwena.
Abarange be. Ada ungo koleta akirune campaign agia na ibiroriongo. Abunge kopa neni. Itoni lolo. Esiteje mamete bobo ngwe betalimo kilitunga. Ejeneke tunga nwejasi. Eba esomo ngurucho dodo kwana donu inera donge sadi singono. Ejena bone do sai aswam. Tunaenda za serota mwana kola singone ongo okokumi ngora
Tembo
laije ngurucho ngeze pietri routine. Asaporo ke edola pakine isoma ere kola singoni. Edola pakine kola isoma ere kola singoni na soditi etunga lu ebe tatacho anu akese lupoko ebuna itache mamene ebuna koko na rejeno ngurucho nutupitone tachonyo etunga. Of course apugane ebuna some colors apugane ngesela chune budget so ngakasom atupakini boni.
Okay, yalama no engineer
na washa chama senga tema bone be katunga yalama ikana chana lwa jaso studio ne kere yalama mishoko kere ejokuka etunga lwa jasikina esa kusam aipupa kron ndara tetunga lwane kia kakere atota seo ne manapakina mamilo sa chelete mamilo sa jie mamilo sa ikonai konya kalaya akaisara nuni obugo kizikero nguruchonyo avoti kana chana nu